Squad? Mizzy World back to present Topic Tuesday, and this week, topic number 1 got a dominating win over topic number 2, and it's good because if it didn't get that win, topic number 1 was going to go on the shelf for the month of June. You dig what I'm saying? But the winning topic is dating a dead activity in our community, the black community? And if so, when did it actually go 6 feet deep? My iPad over there charging distracted me and shit. You dig what I'm saying? But in my opinion, no, dating isn't a dead activity nowadays in our community. But I definitely see that the thought of what dating should be and the agendas behind dating have drastically changed from, let's say, 30, 40 years ago. Like back in the day, yeah, you probably gonna go out and date if you want to get over somebody, or if you bored here or there, or if you just want to get out. But you didn't have to deal with so many different agendas of nowadays. People will go out with you just because they hungry. People will go out with you just because they like where you taking them. People will go out with you just to make someone else jealous. Someone will go out with you just because they feel as though they invested too much time and money into you to give up without getting some sex. Pussy, aka pussy, because you know that's how us niggas could get sometimes. But there are so many different hidden agendas behind dating nowadays that it definitely like put kind of a damper on dating, because it's like, is this person actually going out with me to see if we have a connection, to see if our goals are similar, to see if we want to just continue on doing this and trying to build something bigger? Are we doing this to create a foundation of something bigger, or are we just going through the motions of dating? And I feel as though nowadays it's more of the latter situation of people just going through the motions. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not going out and really getting deep into a person, and then if y'all say do reach a connection and y'all take the next step, y'all not taking that next step to get deeper mentally, you feel what I'm saying, or spiritually. So I feel as though in our community nowadays, it hasn't necessarily died, but the thought of what dating should be and the agendas behind it have definitely drastically changed from previous days where if you dating, it's for a reason, to now there are so many hidden agendas behind the dating scene. So when did that drastic change really begin? To me, that drastic mental change of what we thought dating was back then compared to what dating is now really started with the civil rights movement, when Dr. King got assassinated, Brother Malcolm got assassinated, Huey got assassinated, the Black Panthers got dismantled, and once they seen the power of the black man, they stripped the black man of the power of the black community and gave it to the black woman. Then you follow that up with Vietnam. A lot of the black men were sent to Vietnam, and a lot of them had contracted heroin addiction, came home, and it kept going. Then when the heroin epidemic slowed down a little bit, or maybe it didn't, I don't know, because heroin's still big as shit in Philly. But followed with the heroin epidemic, you had the crack epidemic come right on top of that. So now the same women that had the power and were the cornerstones of our community, they were the backbones of our community, were standing on corners sucking dick just to get their next high. Then you add on top of that, what to me really pushed it over and really changed it and gave it that 180 change and really flipped it around, was the music shifting gears from being storytelling and trying to speak and change about the things that were going on in our community and really touch people, to it being just about selling records. And we know the old saying, sex sells. So now in every track from like what I'm gonna say from the mid 90s on, like every other hit track, you hear people, like even R&B artists, talking about, oh, I fuck your bitch, or I cut the check to fuck your bitch, or a chick talking about, oh, you gotta have this just to fuck. And it's just like, well, damn, well, anybody that is providing that can fuck, you feel what I'm saying? Or you cut that check to any bitch just to hit? Like, I don't know. But to me, that right there was the peak of it, and then the cherry on top was, of course, social media, having millions and millions of people ready and available at your fingertips. That just sent our mental psyche into a whole overhaul. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though that timeline I just laid out was the beginning of a whole mental overhaul, a whole overhaul of our mental psyche in black communities. You feel what I'm saying? Now, of course, it didn't change a lot of people, but it changed a lot because the crack epidemic was real. An epidemic isn't an epidemic because it's here and there. It's an epidemic because it's like a wildfire. It's everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Some people may make it out, but a lot of people not. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I felt as though it was. It was a mental. It was an overhaul of our mental psyche, and a lot of us didn't make it out. You dig what I'm saying? So, and I feel as though it changed the way we looked at a lot of different things in our community. It's highly reflected in the dating scene with how really unloving we are and how against what we really were from. If you look at the history of black people, the most loving people in the world, for real. So for us to go from that to what our mental psyche is now, especially for Americans, you feel what I'm saying? Just to get that mental psyche in 30 to 40 years, that was a drastic mental overhaul that we endured. You dig what I'm saying? And the dating scene is just one of the many activities that are reflected by our mental overhaul that we went through. You dig what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. Mizzy World Topic Tuesday. Is dating a dead activity in our community nowadays? And if it is, how did it die? And when did it die? Y'all know what it is. Mizzy World Topic Tuesday. Gang.